These flickering plasma-type orbs are full of light-based data. The orb emits pulses of light that, when analyzed frame by frame, translate into Morse code and binary code. These codes are embedded in light shifts and the light pulses. Within this orb video, I found these images and these two mantras, like a chant. When I first looked at this orb, I looked at it with a still image, where I found this image and this mantra, which points towards the goddess Annette, who has many names across many cultures, religions, and civilizations throughout history, and is always related to moments of human evolution, including Sumerian, Nippur, and so many others. Even Gaia, Earth. Now we've been seeing this, and this in our skies, which is unmistakably Annette imagery. Finding all of this in the still image is what got me working on the video itself, because there's way more. The two mantras I've found so far within the orb video are a clear call to action, a how-to on opening a connection for transmission or communication between each individual human being and these beings that are reaching out via orb, and have reached out over and over and over again throughout history. While I've been going through all of this, I had an awesome follower pop in and give me a coordinate. I researched these coordinates and found that they point to Sirius star A and B. Sirius A is the brightest star in the night sky, I guess, along with the North Star, not sure. Sirius A has been a significant piece in our history in numerous civilizations and moments throughout history and mythology, at times of human evolution or beings having contact with tribes, etc. For example, the Dogon tribe, and I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. At least 500 years before Europeans found and contacted the Dogon tribe. This is a tribe in Africa. When the Western European people found that, this tribe already had detailed knowledge about this star system and parts of it that we don't even learn about until 1970, when they made a telescope good enough to actually be able to see Sirius B. Sirius B is a dense white dwarf star. This tribe knew about the stars, understood about their 50-year rotation, details about where we live within the Milky Way before astronomers figured out all of this stuff. They have very little knowledge of anything else in space. They even know about Sirius C, which we haven't even fully discovered. When we do the research, we see that there is a gravitational pull within the A and B system that points towards there being a C, but we haven't actually seen that yet. But somehow the Dogons know about it. All signs point to this tribe knowing about this whole star system way before any of us had the technology to learn it. And they say it was given to them by beings. I'm going to make a whole video about that later. This is why that's important. Yesterday was July 6th. That day is a majorly symbolic time. It's when Sirius lines up with the sun and Earth. So it's basically hiding behind the sun from us at this point. We're in a full line. And then as the 7th becomes the 7th, it peaks around, and that is a celebrated time in the Dogon tribe and other people that have similar beliefs. It happens to historically be a time to get sacred messages or have transmissions be open between humans and them. I knew this day was coming up for about a week beforehand, so I've been prepping. The stuff I found points to those beings that have been recorded to show up during this time period. And the mantras I pulled from the orb are a call to action to open communication between humans individually and those beings, to reopen that connection. Since I pulled the mantras from the orb, the two big ones, I have been trying them, doing a form of meditation and the mantra chant, along with the tone created from the frequency of the orb. And I haven't made a video about my experiences with that so far, but I will do that separately. But I am going to say every single time I've done it, it's been more impactful than the time before. I've done small meditation things throughout my life and situations. I've never had an experience like I've had using the mantras I've pulled from these orbs. But last night was January 6th to 7th, the night the transmissions open. So I went out, played the frequency from the orb, chanted the mantras, noticed an extremely shimmery star, and took a video of it. Now, one thing I have to say, when I'm doing the mantras out there, you're repeating them a few times, and when I got about halfway through, my right ear started pulsing, like a throb, almost with the words, like not fully, but like throbbing with my chanting. And then stopping when I paused between to where you take the breath, and then starting again when I continued. Yeah, blew my... But the video, oh my goodness. So I got that back inside, slowed it down, zoomed it in like I did with the other orb video. And when I say I got the Annette imagery visually in the orb, you better believe my jaw hit the floor. But not only that, I got the whole colorful spectrum, and I cannot wait to break this down and analyze it and see if there is a message or anything inside of it. This was the big test one. I'm going to be making another video just talking about that. And I felt like I needed to give explanation as to why last night was so important to do it on that night. Go through my UAP playlist to catch up with everything I've been doing and understand what the heck I'm talking about. Remember, I put a website up with all of the information. You can find the mantras there and frequencies. I don't have the frequency up yet for the second set of mantras because I want to make sure I have it finished first. Maybe a third piece to this mantra. I haven't found the repeat yet, so I'm still working on it. I have to analyze this one that I just did last night at the same time. I just don't have a choice. Stay tuned. We're gonna level up this world all by ourselves. We don't need any government disclosure nonsense.